I'm sorry, guys. We have to jump right into this. And can I get a little credit for I'm just getting better and better at these thumbnails. Can I get a little credit here?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's
Can I
pretty
get
good.
a
It is
little
pretty
credit here?
Nah, it's pretty
That
good.
was not easy to do, okay? I got it done. So my goodness, this is big, big news, okay? Carlee Russell turned out to be a hoax. Boo.
We're
Turned
gonna call
out
her
to
Carlee
be,
Hustle. We're gonna call
yeah,
her
there you
Carlee
go.
Hustle.
Carlee Hustle. I like that. So Carlee Hustle, yeah, man, turned out to be a hoax, a pretty big hoax. Did you guys watch the press conference?
I did not.
No, I did not.
Well, I have all the
I'm waiting
deets.
for
Don't worry.
anything
I
to
got you. I got
that.
I got all the deets, and the deets are even better than fiction. They are.
I'm sure.
There are. So the police department had to do a press conference because everybody is like, "What the fuck is going on?" We prayed, we spoke in tongues, we were out there
Mm-hmm.
searching, we had dogs and helicopters and
Put money in the
body
collection
heat.
plate.
Yeah, we had body heat, detectors, and they were out there. People were out there, and it was unprecedented. We've never seen a missing Black woman searched for like this. So it was amazing. I mean, she scared all of us. If you're a mother, it's like, I mean, it's a punch to the gut because you're just thinking of a mother, losing her child, and her mother was on TV with the tears, and we were all in there. We were in there, bated breath, like, please, find this woman alive, and that toddler, right? So turns out Carlee Russell is no longer speaking to the police department. She refuses. Her parents did go on a talk show, and they were doing the Jussie Smollett support.
Talk show.
Right. Yeah, they went on a talk show, and they were like, talking just like Jussie Smollett's family members. No, we believe it happened. Just give our baby some time, and we believe. And the reporter was like, "So do you believe someone is still out there? Like the person that had?" Yes, the person's still out there somewhere. So they're sticking to their story. Although little Miss Russell Hustle, she refuses to speak to the cops any longer, which is not going to prevent her from being charged, right? Because this was big. A lot of resources were used, and the PD, okay? Police don't like being fucked with, all right? And they used a lot of, one of the reporters asked in the press conference how many man hours were used, how many resources, and he was like, we haven't calculated that yet, but I guarantee they got the calculators out, all right? So, pretty fucked up for many, many reasons, not just because, she lied to her parents, but a lot of people were invested. So I'm going to give you a couple of the details because as I was listening to the press conference, I was jotting down notes so I don't misquote. And guys, if you want to cam up and you have more information, feel free. The link is in the chat. The block rule. No monkey ass fool, okay? But you are more than welcome to come up here and discuss this or any experience you may have had or anything that we don't know. So at the press conference, it was said by the detectives in the police department, this woman stole from her job. She took a bathrobe and then she made another stop and she got some Cheez-Its and granola bars and she was on her way. On the road, as you guys know, she dialed 911 first and told them that there was a toddler on the road, a little boy in a diaper, just walking. And she wasn't going to get out the car and go to the boy. She was going to follow him in her car, right? So when they investigated how far her car drove following this toddler, who was about 3 or 4 years old, they calculated she drove 600 yards. So she claimed to be following this toddler, but she drove 600 yards. So that would mean that the toddler walked 600 yards all by himself on a freeway, right? So they got that. Now, here's what I thought was the most hilarious. What did Carlee Google on the way to her abduction? You're going to love this. So on the way to her own self-abduction, Carlee Googled the movie Taken, right? She also Googled, can you pay? Why you look like a frustrated dad, Ron? She also Googled, can you pay for an Amber Alert? Can you pay for an Amber Alert? She also Googled, how old do you have to be for an Amber Alert? In other words, what age is too old for an Amber Alert? So Carlee was doing some Googling, right? Trying to find out all about abductions, right? And Amber Alerts and what have you. So according to her, she was kidnapped. She went to go see what was wrong with the toddler. Finally, she gets out the car. She goes to go see, oh, what's wrong with the toddler? And this white man appears out of nowhere with orange hair, balding, grabs her, lifts her over the gate along with the toddler. I guess he had the toddler in one hand and her in the other. Lifts her over the gate, throws her in an 18-wheeler truck. Now she's in an 18-wheeler truck where a strange white woman who she did not remember seeing fed her Cheez-Its. Could it be the same Cheez-Its that she bought at the gas station? We don't know. Maybe they'll do some DNA on the Cheez-Its, see where the Cheez-Its came from. But according to Carlee, a strange woman was feeding her Cheez-Its in the 18-wheeler truck. And when asked, were you bound? Were you gagged? She said, no, I wasn't bound because my kidnapper said he didn't want to leave any marks on me. Nicest kidnappers ever.
I mean, they're giving out fucking snacks. They're
snacks and
they're violent with the abduction though. They throw you over the shoulder and
strong guy.
Violent with that shit. But once that's over, this is where the relaxation and the pampering begins. Wow.
Right, a strong guy. I gotta say, because she's not a small girl. She's not me. Yeah, she's not like 120 pounds.
Sounds like Carrot Top. Sounds like a aging Carrot Top grabbed her and.
Right over the shoulder. And the toddler. You're forgetting he had the toddler as well.
Yes, the toddler who walked 600 yards.
Yes.
Kid.
The super toddler. The super toddler. And walked a straight line. He didn't even walk into the street or fall or sit. No, super toddler walked 600 yards. So she said that she didn't get to see the woman, but she did hear the voice of the woman, and she heard the voice of a child.
Tristan said it was Pennywise.
What? So he was waving the Cheez-Its? He was waving the Cheez-Its instead of the balloon?
But listen, I got to give credit. Shout out to the reverse Susan Smith. You got me? You got me, Jen?
I hope we're not talking about the Susan Smith that you're talking about.
No, I'm just really, oh my God.
She reversed it. She said
she did.
White people kidnapped.
Right.
Shout out to the reverse Susan Smith.
Right. So
gotta give her some credit for that.
Okay, so she's not the first. We're gonna get into Tawana Brawley in a minute. Yes. So okay, let's continue the abduction. In the 18-wheeler truck, getting fed Cheez-Its, right? Not even thrown Cheez-Its, like, here, bitch, eat so we could keep you alive. No. Fed Cheez-Its, right? They fed her Cheez-Its, such these nice kidnappers. She don't remember what the woman looks like. She didn't see her. She just heard the child and the woman while she was getting fed Cheez-Its. She escapes the 18-wheeler truck. She escapes.
There's an 18-wheeler truck. There's no
18-wheeler truck.
There's no tracks left behind of this 18-wheeler truck, though.
18-wheeler. Oh, no. But the plot thickens. You thought that was it? No. She escapes the 18-wheeler truck, and then someone in a car nabs her.
This is a very lucky and unlucky woman.
Very. So they grab her, and they put her in the car, and they're kidnapping her in the car. She doesn't remember who it was, and then she escapes the car.
I mean, she's just,
sounds like an episode of The Matrix.
I mean, it sounds like, I'm not, shit.
Maybe she is the one.
That man, Liam Nielsen's daughter could have took some lessons from this broad. Right. Because she knows how to get out of a situation.
Mm-hmm. She also Googled how to take, literally, this was in her Google search, how to take money from a register and not get caught. She also bought a bus ticket. So this goes on and on. This girl had quite a night, quite a 40, whatever, 9 hours or whatever. So when they found the car, they found her purse, her cell phone, and her wig. Honey took off her wig for that adventure. But the snacks were not there. So I'm guessing she took the snacks with her on this adventure, right? Because she was going to get hungry. If you're going to abduct yourself, you may get hungry along the way. So you're going to need a granola bar or two, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So that is what happened thus far. She refuses to speak to the police at this point. The police do want to speak to her. Eventually, I think they're going to knock on the door. Come on out, Miss Russell. Her parents are sticking to the script. Which is when you think of the insanity and the crazy surrounding this case, where it's like, your parents are not like, look, the jig is up. I don't know why she did this, and just play the insanity thing. Say she had a meltdown or something, right? There's so many ways to get away from, this idiocy that she did. Why they're continuing to lie for her, lie with her, it's bizarre. It's a little white, if you ask me, but I digress. It's a little bizarre. It's not something you're used to seeing from people of color. I'll say that. So after hearing all those details, gentlemen, what say you?
Black women are going to have to take this L. They're going to have to take the L on this one. They're going to have to take. I'm sorry, sis. Y'all going to have to take the L on this one.